It's Psychedelic Friday. Look, even my fireplace is playing along. Well, it's Friday and I am super excited because this weekend will end the 10 affirmations and we get to move on with the year. Then we just have to challenge ourselves to repeat them every day and see if anything happens. All the goodness will come your way, I promise. But we are now on the 8th of 10 affirmations because it's Friday. And that means that obviously 9 will happen on Saturday, 10 will happen on Sunday, and we get to start fresh on Monday with all new rhymes. And I got really excited the other day because I was creating the rhyme images that I show on the video in the beginning. And another one kind of popped into my head and I wrote it down. And that's exciting. This year, as I've said, we are going to have 366 rhymes because it's a leap year. And because some of them tend to be not so... well, I'm trying to stick with like nature, positivity, positive messages, and seasonal, and then of course holiday rhymes. And so some of them don't fit the bill, and I'll be writing some originals. So that's super exciting. And like I said, I've already written a couple of them, and we get to kind of start in on the originals / ones that I will keep from last year. And that's exciting. So this is the 8th affirmation. And it is the one that says, well, I lost it actually. Hang on just a second. I try not to make assumptions. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry. I won't take it personally whenever I feel slighted. Because my feelings are a choice, I choose not to feel blighted. Yesterday, I talked about how your being impeccable with your word means saying only positive things, and that will change how you think about things. And I used the example of someone, flying past me in a car, and it used to cause like negativity, negative feelings, any kind of stress. And I might even say out loud something negative about that person, buzzing past me. Now I just make a joke about, well, that person must need to use the restroom. And that kind of goes right along with also don't take it personally. Remember that it doesn't matter why that person passed you. It has nothing to do with you. And I also mentioned that, hey, you can't change people. You can only change your reaction to them. And so that's where this rhyme it builds upon that. We are not going to say anything negative. Therefore, we will stop thinking things negative. So we won't have so much toxicity in our minds. And on top of that, because people will throw stuff at you that is negative, you can choose to not take it, right? You can just choose to not take it personally. Don't let it affect you. Remember that what someone else does has very little to do with you, and it has just about everything to do with them. It actually gets kind of embarrassing. I'll share a little secret with you. When you start getting good at this one, you start seeing people really for more than what I think they bargain for. They say something super hyper negative to you, or they have kind of a reaction to something, and you go, oh, yeah, sorry about that in your life. It sounds snarky and mean, but I mean, they're bringing it to you, right? They're like, here's my bullshit. And I'm going to show it to you. And just because of the practice you've done with being a positive person and not taking things personally, it kind of bounces off. It's actually a lot like that really silly saying when we were in grade school, like, I'm rubber, you're glue. What you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Literally does. Like, well, I guess I can't say literally because nothing is actually bouncing off of me, but, well, it feels that way. It feels literal. It feels like this negativity just kind of came my way, and I just kind of was like, what? You've got issues. You can go handle those issues on your own. I'm happy, good person, just doing my thing. You go be your crazy self on your own. And you get a lot less stress in your life. So this is a tough one. And as we go along on these affirmations, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the first couple seem really easy. And as you go, and maybe it's because you're building on them, maybe it's because instead of trying 3 things a day, you're trying now 4 things every day. But because they build on each other, it tends to feel natural, the process of learning how to do these things, but it is difficult, and it does take practice, and it is something that you must do every day. It's actually very much like a religion, in that you just practice, and remind yourself. And when something kind of comes your way that is bad, see it as a test. It's a test of your durability. Can you continue to say positive things? Can you continue to not let the stress in? And the answer is yes, absolutely. Just practice and keep trying these out, and give it effort. That's all it takes. Literally, the smallest amount of effort you can give, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Adios. I'll see you tomorrow.